Hello folks, and welcome for my little studio. It's been a long while since I've done any video. It's very hard to do it at the moment without getting interruptions, but I'm hopefully going to have 5 minutes spare here. So, it's another year, and unfortunately it was a bit of a, well, it was the worst year yet for me on the gardening side last year, and so very few videos from the allotment, and probably this year I don't see many videos coming from there this year either. Mum is getting worse with her dementia and an Alzheimer's, and now my dad's been diagnosed with leukemia, so I've got my hands full. However, I may not be doing stuff at the allotment. My intentions are to be spending more time this year in our garden. So I'm hoping to be doing a lot of sowing of seeds, flowers. I wanted to grow my dahlias. So I'll be getting on with some of that sowing soon, because it's getting to that time of year. I could have even got started with certain seeds already, but space is a bit of a problem at the moment, so I'm going to have to wait until maybe end of February before I start, unless I'm tempted just to get a few early dahlias going, but probably not. Last year was a good year for the ones that I grew. And talking about dahlias, I didn't actually take them out of the ground, so I know we've had a tough winter this year to what we normally have. So it's going to be interesting to see whether some of those have actually survived. If they have, it's going to have saved me some work. If they're not, then I'm still going to be growing my own seeds, so different varieties. I've had a peep in the garden. I can see the bulbs and that are coming up. Didn't plant any last year, ran out of time with one thing and another. I've also noticed the Sweet Williams got growth on, they have. And I did sprinkle lots of seeds last year, so I'm hoping we're going to get some self-setters growing. There should be more Aquilegia this year, I think. But there'll be all sorts of things growing, and again I'm going to be doing the wildflower mix and the butterfly and all the usual mixes. So that should be good. Because I'm now pretty well, I can't really leave the house. I've actually made what was my bedroom now into a second studio, one that I can use during the cooler months of the year. And I don't know, let me just have a quick look on my phone, because I can't see what you're seeing. Yeah, that's better. I've been working on my own card collection here. These will eventually be greeting cards, and these are just parts what can go on various ones. Sorry, that was the phone that's just I managed to catch it. Let me just, that's better. There we are. So these are just some ones. This is actually, I should state, this is Mary's artwork. Well, the butterfly is Mary's. I've done the actual positioning for the toppers for the cards. Same with this one. This is another Mary's. And again here. I've also been working on my own designs. This is one which, sorry, I'm looking at the phone, I should be looking at you. This is one what I should be, what I'm hoping to make my own collection from. I've got all the artwork. This was all done by myself, apart from the butterflies were tweaked, but everything else was done myself. It was not come from anywhere else. The smile was scan and cut. I do have cutting machines, which I'll go into in a minute once I've show you a little bit around, but I thought I'd just have a little chat first. So, what I'm doing this year, I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time with my crafts, arts and crafts. Maybe not so much with the art, because I've said before, I get too many interruptions and I need to really concentrate when I'm doing it. So although I'm really desperate to get into it, unless I know I've got a few hours and there's not going to be any interruptions, then I find it very difficult. But craft-wise, I'm doing the cards, I'm not really doing anything to sell. I'm just learning new skills and stockpiling for the future. Learning the plan is to learn lots of new techniques and that this year. You can't see, but over here I've got 2 scan and cut machines. One is sort of middle of the range, the other one is for quilters and that will allow me to use with my embroidery machine, which is over there, which is another purchase which I've yet to use. One of the things I'm hoping to do at some point during the year is actually combine some embroidery with my sublimation printing. So there'll be a combination of the two on the t-shirts. That's something that I'm going to be hoping to work on. So yeah, I've got everything pretty well organised. What I'll do is I'll let you have a look. I'll come and show you around. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute and we can have a little bit more of a chat. Okay folks, I'm sorry about that finishing rather quickly. I was called again by my mother. Anyway, here we are folks. A quick look around my little area where I'm doing my arts and crafts. And I've tried to get everything organised. I like things to be in the place. I've yet to label up though, so that's another job to do. What you're looking at down here is a combination of alcohol and watercolour pens, double-ended. Lovely purchase they are. I'm going to pull one out. So. There we are. Spectrum. Brilliant. They're fine at one end and a brush thing at the other end. And then all the papers and finished cards and that are all in here. And then I've got the area laid out down here where I work. This particular machine here is for when I want to get my cards straight. Let's just move that over there. So it's actually a laser. Can you see that? There we are. So a laser actually goes across. You can probably just see it shoots right across there. Probably not a good idea to have my phone and tablet in its path, but there you are. And another laser comes this way, so you can square things up quite nicely when you're placing things on to be stamped, or when you're placing in a card and you want to know exactly where the middle is. It can all be done with this little machine here. And over here I've got a glass cutting mat, and I've got a embossing little machine here. Moving across here I've got this great device here. It's a a cutter, self-sharpening blade, so you never need to really replace it unless it breaks. And that is fantastic. You think, when I first got it, I thought, God, look at this, it's loose and that, but you can see you've got a pressure thing and you just go like that. And it cuts without any furriness. It's brilliant. And what you're looking at here is some hunky-dory little, what do you call them? Wild at Heart Wood and Wonder, the little book. It's the 6x4, and I just love my nature, and that's what inspires me. And then over here you can see that I've been working on these for my own personal range of, well, mine and Mary's range of greeting cards, and that's what we're working on. Under here, which is hidden between all these images, what you can see is a light pad, and this allows me to do tracing when I need to. A little bit there, that belongs over there. It's got 3 different levels. The embroidery machine over here, which I haven't yet tried, I can embroider up to 4 inches. 4-inch designs, and just let it do it. And then if you wanted to move on to something repetitive, then you just have to move the positioning. Scan and cut machines, brilliant bit of kit. You can see I've got some of the cards what I've been working on. Not quite finished, I don't think yet. That's why they're up there, so I can re-look at them. Hunky-dory adorable scoreboard here, love it, brilliant bit of kit. And then down below I've got the 2 printers, one for sublimation printing, and then I've got the mug press down here, and you can see I've got some magazines yet to read. And then when we move across here, these are all my ink pads, and well, as you can see, die cutting and sticky pads and stamps, and I've got a Gemini machine. It's nice and compact. I've got the laptop while I work on here, and then over here I've got the Cricut Maker and another photo printer. And that's basically it, folks. And that's where I work from. I'm going to have to leave you now because I've been called again. So bye for now. So, folks, as you can see, I do get a lot of interruptions, which makes life a bit hard. Anyway, I've got a nice little room here where I can work from, and I've also got cable in here so I can you know, watch my programs and that while I'm working away, and it's just a little escape. I'd go mad without this. You can also see why it's even hard to get out in the garden, because I'm always being called, and it's when my dad can hardly walk and that now, it's makes life difficult, because each time something's needed then he has to get up, and then he's prone to falling to come and get me. So never mind. Anyway, as I say, I'm learning skills and things. Never thought I'd get involved in crafting, you know, because I've never really been that way inclined. So it's good to put my artistic eye into that sort of realm, and tend to, you know, to develop that further. I'm looking forward to getting back in the garden and growing my seeds and that. That's going to be good. And hopefully we'll be able to do the odd walk and video walk as well. Possibly I might do some with Catherine again soon. You know, the mornings are starting to get a little bit lighter again now, so maybe that's something what we could pursue. I haven't got into the photography of birds and animals like I wanted to. In fact, I've not even used the lens. I've had it over a year, the big lens. So, or the new camcorder. So lots of things what are there ready to be used, and hopefully we'll use them. There's things what I need to get done. I need to get teeth sorted, but it's just getting the time to be able to get there and getting the courage to make an appointment, because I hate dentists. Anyway, so that's what's been happening, and to say you will be seeing me in the garden soon, and I will be doing arts and crafts. I'd like your feedback whether you would like me to do some videos of me making cards and, you know, doing the printing and things, you know, because I'm doing printing on mugs and t-shirts and different, you know, all sorts of things. There's lots of opportunities now. I've got the kit to do lots of things. Gemini machine, what you just quickly saw, that's for die cutting and for embossing. It's automatic, so once you put the thing in, it pulls it through without you having to crank around. It's quite compact, so it fits nicely into this space. I have a manual one in the other studio. There's still a lot of kit there, but this is just nice for doing some quick work, and without putting the pressure on my arms and that. I have enough of that when I have to lift mum and that. So that's it then. I hope. Oh, can I say thanks to all the new subscribers? I had a shock when I saw how many new people had joined. You know, it was brilliant. The other thing I should mention is that I do read all the messages and I do really appreciate them. However, sometimes if it's at the wrong time where something's been happening, you know, then sometimes I just fall behind, and I don't get round to answering them all. But be sure I do read them all, and they are really appreciated. They keep me going, and you know, as I say, I do enjoy it, and I've got lots of ideas what I'd like to do in the future when time is available. But for now, it's just a matter of doing the best I can. So, bye for now.